A December chill is in the air coming off of Lake Erie, but folks here bundled up, ready for football at Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Nighthawks of Vancouver taking on the Cleveland Browns. Riley Dixon has the ball on the tee, ready to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Gets around it, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Again, they run with Campbell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Faking the give, now Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll make it 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Maintain that mental toughness. Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. In motion comes the tight end left. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Campbell making the catch. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Browns had 8-5 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Here's Watson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett. And they're to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They've got a little over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. To throw on second is Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. We're scoreless after one. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Watson on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. To throw is Watson. And he'll get this one to Cooper complete. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
They go up the middle with Campbell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now they send the tight end in motion left. 3rd and 2, Watson. And Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. Second touchdown on the season. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw a ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down, Swift. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll go fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Nighthawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On first down, it's Watson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Throwing again is Watson. That ball caught by Campbell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Cooper, the man in motion left. Watson now to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. 67 yards. And the Nighthawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And taken right at the 35. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side Swift. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. In motion left, that's Cooper. On 1st down, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give, running left is Campbell. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Faking the give, now Watson. And he whips that one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Back to throw, Watson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Nighthawks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Out to his left. Back to Njoku. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Watson off play action. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So what's closing in on the league lead in sacks? He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the option to give to Swift here. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And we're back now here in Cleveland as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st and 10, Watson.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run. It's Campbell. And he's in. Touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again. Here the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
2nd and 9 now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job running him up defensively, and now brings up 3rd down.
That's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
In motion left, that's Thornton.
Now it's Watson.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time running.
And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball thrown in the middle of the field is pumped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Here's 1st and 10. Watson to throw.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Vancouver,
they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on ESPN. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Levis now on 1st and 10. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Titans.
Chig Okonkwo.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10.
In motion left goes a tight end.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, Levis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Now a second and 6. On play action, Lawrence.
And he fires one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Now Lawrence. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Etienne. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They set up the screen for Henry. And mark him down way up
close to the 40 at the 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Levis back to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
Now Levis keeps it option left.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Flush to his right.
Oh, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free.
And the Jags grab it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
Hey, Lion, Lion. Go, let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Looking downfield for Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. A first down carry for Henry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 3.
They'll run it again with Henry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That pass taken in by Burks. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Levis.
Flushed out right.
And that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Check down here for Henry.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
They'll run with Spears.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Levis on third down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
On third down, he's able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away.
"54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets them 40.
Their own 39-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. First and 10. Here's Levis. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And it's a Titans touchdown. Cedric Wilson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll let one go deep for Howard. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Levis from the gun. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. First and 10, it's Levis. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Wayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Control the trenches. 13, Lou. 11.
Again, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
A loss of 2 yards.
An audible here to get a new look. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Lawrence will throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And brought in downfield by Burks.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's 3rd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Motion man left is Kirk. Now Lawrence. And he is caught. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score.
McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now 2nd and 3. Levis sets up to throw here.
Eluding the pressure right.
He gets it to Burks again.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Levis to throw off play action.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
32. And the Titans 1st down.
Here's a run by Spears.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Levis now off of play action.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Levis looking to throw.
flush to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Titans.
Chigakonkwo with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And now they're in the hurry up. On 2nd down, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On play action, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. One of the tight ends comes in motion.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Once more, Etienne. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And this time he is in.
Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
McManus's point after is good. And now things going to be more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be
careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Levis to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Levis on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And Levis going back to the air.
Got a man here. It's Wilson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Going right back to Wilson.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Levis back to throw. That one's taken in by Spears.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Levis.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Jags are right back in this football game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lawrence will throw. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Back to throw. Levis.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
They'll run again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry taking it in from the 20.
And the Titans are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This is 1st and 10. Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing now, Lawrence. Able to find Jones.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Titans 52, Jaguars 28.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of you guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Gun. Take right open.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Titans, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jags,